Welcome back to the Crypto Factor. Welcome back to your favorite cryptopreneurship show. My name is Paul. Diaz just ran under the desk probably because I raised my voice. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about altcoins. Have they bottomed? And I'm also going to go through your questions, of course, in the chat. But also I'm going to go through how I accidentally hacked a crypto project. Okay, I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to name the project. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. It's actually quite interesting, and it goes to show the vulnerabilities with cryptocurrency. It's not like they always do this on purpose. I can actually attest to that in this situation. They didn't know about it, but I'll talk about it. By the way, if I'm stuttering a little bit, I'm tired. I just woke up. I've been sleeping all day. It's been very hot in Greece. We kind of have like a heat wave. Plus, I've been very tired, but that's okay because I love you. I love crypto, and I am here for you. So let me just open up some tabs here because I just got into the office. Also, please, or the home office. Also, please put your questions in the chat because I will be answering your question at my best as I can as we go on here. And looking at Bitcoin, looking at the Bitcoin chart over here, we see Bitcoin right now sitting at 64K, and we warned about this. We warned about once we're breaking down, we can actually go to the low 60K region. We actually reached 63. Have we bottomed? Can we go lower? We're going to be talking about that. I did say if we go and break 65K and can't get above it, then likely we will visit the 60K region down here, or at least it's possible where we have support. This breaks, I'm telling you right now, we can go down to the 55 or even low 50s. Once again, just keep that in mind. Although we can still make a comeback from here, we can bounce from here. See this inverse heads and shoulders right here. We are kind of like on the neckline, so we can still go up from here, and then that will also form this massive incline heads and shoulders, where if the neckline breaks over here, we can go a lot higher, and that's what we're seeing. When I say a lot higher, I mean 84,000 and possibly even 96,000. Why am I giving you those numbers? Because those are the numbers you should be taking profits, because you want to be taking profits, then buying back when we go lower, or at least protect yourself. And if you're taking profits into Bitcoin from altcoins, because that's what I do, you can actually use Bitcoin to buy the altcoin dips while still being exposed to cryptocurrency if we keep going up, if that makes sense. That's what you want to be doing right now, at least until the end of this year, the final months of this year, maybe beginning 2025. That's the play. That's how you trade. That's how you accumulate more Satoshis. I'm not talking about day trading here. I'm talking more like a swing trade where it's bigger trades over longer periods of time. At least that's what I'm doing. Looking at altcoins, we do see a red day. Let's just go to the top 100 real quick. We are seeing mostly red. We are seeing some struggling. Ton doing well here. We are seeing some struggling. We do see some outliers. Let's see how this goes. Looking at our main portfolio, or our main cryptocurrencies, the ones that are listed on crypto bubbles anyway, we are also seeing red on the daily. On the weekly, let's see what happens. AGI is still doing great, one of our favorite calls on this channel. But yeah, let's see what happens. On the hourly, you do see some of them trying to make strength over here, but let's see what happens. So have we bottomed? We don't know. I know that that's not the answer you want to hear. What we do want to know, what we do want to do is see which direction we go to. I already told you the levels you should be looking at and anticipating to be able to work your strategy accordingly. When it comes to TA, it's all about probabilities. It's not about prophecies. It's what a lot of people don't understand, and how you can best play those probabilities. Don't move. Give me 1 second. No, I'm not making a comical side thing, but there's a mosquito that keeps on coming to the light, and I want to zap it live on camera here. Not because it's interesting, but because it's stung the shit out of me. The mosquitoes get like, I don't know, they're either on steroids, or possibly they're on TRT, probably because they're they're eating me. But basically, yes, I'm on TRT, by the way. But they get stronger and stronger every year and smarter. I'm not even joking. I mean, I've noticed the mosquitoes get worse and worse, more aggressive and smarter every year. They hide now. They don't, and they hide and they hover and they even fly low. There it is. Damn it, missed it. So they can hide from your radar. They fly low under your senses so you don't see it, and my legs especially, they're killing me. This motherfucker. Anyway, great content. Okay, hit the like button if you appreciate mosquito videos. Okay, great. I'm going to be looking at some of your questions. I do see Itbal Sai is asking questions. I see my man SF. We're going to be talking about all this. I'm seeing also Hedgin in the chat here. Not seeing many of the regular viewers. You're lurking, probably lurking in the background watching, because I do see concurrent view. There's Shah. There's my man. He just came in, probably missed my entire answer on altcoins. No, they haven't. Maybe they have. I've already answered that question. You may want to watch the video again. But yeah, we're seeing people lurking. Ask your questions in the chat, and let me talk to you a little bit about how I accidentally literally hacked, and got over $500,000 in my wallet. And of course, I'm sending it back. And I'll tell you exactly what happened, okay? I'm not going to name the project. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. There's a project that utilizes WhatsApp to send and receive cryptocurrency. And this project, now the problem is fixed, by the way. But what I noticed was I had quite a few tokens in that wallet. So I was sending them to Bitmart. But when I refreshed the wallet, it looked like I had the same amount. I'm like, okay, it's probably a delay. Maybe I'll try sending more. It's done by with command prompts. That's how you work this cryptocurrency, okay? Now, there's a few of them out there, by the way. So I did this, and as I did this, I looked at it, I'm like, wait a minute, I had more money in my other wallet, maybe I sent it over, maybe it's not registering, let me send a little bit more. But then I noticed it kept on going through, but that balance wouldn't change. When I hit the balance, it just wouldn't change. I'm like, that's interesting. So I'm like, what if I sent $5 million worth? I'm like, you know what, let me not send $5 million worth. Because if this is a vulnerability, I don't want to get in trouble, A. B, I'm not doing it for that. C, I know the guy, so obviously we're kind of friends. So I sent $500,000 worth of that cryptocurrency to Bitmart, and guess what? It went through. I'm like, holy shit, if somebody discovers this. I was trying to communicate with the guy. Of course, there's different hours in Greece. I had to stay up 2 hours later. It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was messaging him. I was messaging his wife on Facebook, which I never even had as a friend. I was trying to call him. I was sending emails. I was trying, like, dude, you gotta fix this now. I was messaging Bitmart, telling them, listen, pause all transactions. There's a problem here. So they're gonna drain this wallet, okay? So it was a huge deal. But in the end, I got a hold of him, and we fixed it, and now I'm sending the money back. But I have to do it. There's the mosquito. Come on, it's gone again. As soon as you move, they vanish. I'm telling you, they're getting worse and worse. I got this electric racket. You can literally zap it. It's easier than trying to catch it with your hands. But apparently it knows about it. Anyway, so I'm sending it back. I'm sending it back in increments because obviously I can't like draw out. I haven't KYC'd fully to draw out the full amount, so I'm doing like 1/5 of it every single day. But basically, that's how you get hacked. A lot of projects, it got me thinking. A lot of projects that are sincere and want to do stuff, they make mistakes, and I've been talking about this. I've been talking about cryptocurrency, why you have to be careful long term and not hold cryptocurrencies long term. Unless it's Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, you have to be very careful. Why? Because you don't know what's going to happen. It's not just that they can scam you or get scammed. Sometimes it doesn't work, or maybe the utility it provides goes obsolete because things move forward. A lot of things you used to have, you don't need anymore, right? Or maybe it's out of trend, or maybe maybe some shit happens just like this. a vulnerability, and you don't even know about it, and you just get drained. And then everyone calls you a scammer. So, of course, they're lucky that I did it because I have integrity and I'm sending it back. No reward or anything like that, although it would be a good thing. I think they should, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing it for that reason. I am sending it back, but generally speaking, it's complete crap. I mean, you have to be careful. You have to be careful long term. Things go wrong. That's why I keep on saying, all the people say, oh, you're going to hodl forever. It's bullshit. Sell before the bear market as close as possible, as closest to the top as possible, get back in. Because a lot of these coins are not going to survive. If I didn't do that, chances are they may have never discovered it, and one day along the line, when it was pumping and it was doing well, suddenly everybody's selling it. It just sells. Oh, look, they dumped. No, they didn't dump. They're just very bad at programming or made a mistake. And I'm not holding back here, even though the guy's a friend of mine. That was pretty fucked up. You know, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. So please like this video if you appreciate that. If you appreciate that info. But yeah, let's have a look at some of your questions here. That's what happened, by the way. Let's have a look at, and yeah, please hit the like button. I'm not getting any reward for discovering this, and I'm not even keeping $500,000 worth of tokens, which I could. So please like this video so I can at least get some likes for what I did, for being a good person, for sending back the money. God damn it. My dog's like sleeping. All right, let's have a look at some of your questions here. Can Arbitrum reach $10 by the end of the bull run? Well, let's have a look at Arbitrum real quick because I'm actually interested myself. It's a shame because Arbitrum is a really good chain, but I'm not sure if it's one of those that are going to get obsolete like I was saying earlier on, because there are other layer 2s that are coming out and are doing better, right? They're doing better. The hype is there. I mean, I'm actually looking at Linear and Base taking over our Arbitrum. And doing much better. Looking at Arbitrum here, even though there's some good projects on it, let's look at the weekly here. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, okay, so it's at 0.79 cents. There it is. Damn it. Okay, I missed the mosquito again. No, this is not a prop. I'm not doing this for fun. There's literally a mosquito eating me alive. Okay, there's literally like, how can I show you? Let me show you, wait. If I show you, look, right there. That's a mosquito bite. Then I got more. That's a mosquito bite. Then I got, my legs are just full of mosquito bites. So don't think it's a prop or anything. So where was I? So right here, we're sitting right now at 79 cents. It looks like the bottom is around 76 cents. As long as we're above here, let's just have a look at the monthly. Let me confirm that. Yeah. So as long as we stay above 77 cents or so, we should be okay. But this needs to reverse. If it goes under, then we're looking for much more downside. And to be honest, we've already broken on the downside. If we don't get up fast, wait, let me just confirm that real quick. No, 76 cents. If we break under 76 cents, we're gonna struggle, and arguably we're already in the red zone here. Let's go to all. If this doesn't pick up with other cryptocurrencies, I'd get the fuck out. As much as I like Arbitrum, I'd get out. Now, that said, I do think that this can go back up. We're sitting at 79 cents. If it does go up and does break $2.20, which is possible, it has huge resistance about $1.50 and about $1.35 here. If it breaks above, makes that support, then it's very possible it's going to challenge this level over here, all-time highs. Is that all-time highs? Yes. And if it breaks that, then yes, it is possible for it to go to $10. So to answer your question, can Arbitrum go to $10? Yes, it can. Would I be betting Arbitrum for a 10x over something else such as ChainGPT or, I don't know, Miria or something like that? No. I would be betting on those or Linear or Base, right? Or tokens on Base, to be very honest. Okay? GTAI, that's an interesting one to also look at. So let's have a look at that one real quick. This is a technical overview, not a technical analysis. You can't do technical analysis in 5 minutes like I'm doing, but you can give a technical overview. So if any YouTubers tell you they're doing technical analysis, they're not. They don't know what it is if they're saying that. We're looking at about 94 cents here. We're looking at support. Let's just go to the monthly, and the reason I'm looking at the monthly and the higher time frames is because I want to see more long term, and I want to see where we are with this current drop to see what levels we are and the potential of going back up and breaking resistances. So we do see at 94 cents. It does look like we may have bottomed. Let me just check. Yeah. So the bottom over here was what? Okay, let's go back over here. We need to bounce. This is bad. It's under this level. Let's just go to all. It's bad because it's below this level over here, if you notice, but we still have potential to go back up. If this doesn't bounce with the rest of the market and continues to go down, get out, get into something else, take your loss, because you're going to have opportunity costs. Opportunity cost is when you have a lot of money in a project, or in a project generally, or some money that's locked in the project. And what it does is it takes your opportunity away, because you could be in something else that could do better, or even 2x, but you're like locked in this because you're fixated on it, and then you lose what's going on over here. So do you really want to stay in if it goes lower? Oh, it goes lower, I'll just buy more. That's some BS there. You don't always want to buy the losers. You want to hold to the winners, right? So you might want to switch. So I do have GT protocol. We did ride the way up, and from what I see right now, it's not looking that good on the charts. So I would personally get out if it can't recover pretty fast, to be quite honest with you. Thoughts on BFI and MI? I can't really tell you about this. I already answered for GTAI. I don't know these coins. They sound like they're kind of new, so I don't think there's no technical analysis, because there's no price history. If there's no price history, there's no TA or technical overview, because really you can't do it with no price history. Has the altcoin bottom hit? We don't know that. I answered that earlier on in the video, so if you want the answer to that question, just watch the video later on. You've only missed like a few minutes of it, so you'll get it. Are you still looking for a summer drop? Yes, and looks like we're getting the first one of a couple, right? Because we talked about it, and we talked about it in my group as well. The link is in the description down below. The VIP group, we talked about this. We talked about the NVIDIA event being a sell the news event. We talked about the Bitcoin halving being a sell the news event. We got them both, right? We got them both, and now we're looking at the drop that I said we're going to get near the summer, which is the summer. But maybe if we get a drop now, we should run, and then we'll get another drop in this summer as well. But let's see what happens. Right? Aiden Maka, hi Paul. When is this parabolic bull run? In other words, when Lambo? Great question. So the way I view a crypto bull market is a little bit different than other people. I look at it, and we've been talking about this on my channel for a while. I look at it at 3 stages. We're currently around the middle stage, just after the halving. And the third stage, which is towards the end, is split in 2. So really there's 4 stages. The reason why I don't just say 3 and the last one is 3 is because the last stage depends on timing and depends on a lot of things. It could be a shorter or longer bull market, and you want to be able to factor that in. So generally speaking, right now, we're still just after the halving. I would say we're still in the second phase. But the huge, mega crazy shit happens before the top, the hyper bull market. Probably if you abide by the theory that we're going to have a shorter bull market, and we're going to be talking about that later, or in other videos, we've already talked about that, then the hyper bull market may be at the end of 2024, beginning 2025, then the top comes in, right? Now there's more bull market after that, but not the hyper shit, right? So let's see how this works. Lambo, I already have my Lambo. It's right here. That's my Lambo. It's dusty Lambo, because I don't use it much. I'm more of an SUV guy. Hey Paul, will this consolidation last until the end of summer? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to bounce back up and then maybe have another unexpected drop within the summer or towards the end. Are we live? Yes, we are live. We are live and alive, my man. Us bottom in, we already talked about that. Good morning, Paul. Thoughts on Stacks? I think Stacks is going to do very well. I don't know if it's going to do as well as ORDI and some other Bitcoin ecosystem plays, but that said, I do think Stacks has room to grow. As soon as the Bitcoin narrative or Bitcoin starts going up again, we are going to see Stacks taking advantage of that, in my opinion. Bernard Blanco says, altcoins did a healthy dip under 50% all-time highs. I still think Bitcoin will go one step under. What's your opinion? If it doesn't, altcoins will go down to 60 to 70%, which is normal in a drop. Do coins that are strong now without a dip good or better? That depends. That generally depends. This is one of the things I look at for coins that can make a comeback. For example, Polkadot and so on. They show strength. But it all depends why they go down, because some of them go down faster because they went up faster, but they still have the potential. Let me just open the air conditioning a bit harder here because it's very hot. If you hear some background noise, ignore it. But yeah, so if some of them do show relative strength, but they could also come out as stable, and others that have dropped more doesn't mean that they're less good or less of value per se. It could be because they went up faster and they still have that run, which is pretty cool. So you don't want to ignore those coins either. Let's see here. IO in this moment touched its bottom. I don't know what IO is. You mentioned the potential shorter bull cycle. Is this the current trend time following that idea? Yes, but we're still not 100%, right? We're still not 100% sure. Let's see how it plays out, James. The theory is that the top will be in 2024, or sorry, end of 2024, beginning 2025. So imagine November, December, or February, March. Top of Bitcoin, by the way, not altcoins. Altcoins can rally a little bit more. But as Bitcoin's going down and coming up on the way down, altcoins can still mega pump. So the top will be in, right? I'm not saying the market's over. So be very careful with that. I've explained it multiple times. I hope you understand that. Hit the like button if you understand that. Hit the like button if you don't. I got 1,000 cash. Shall I buy $500 SNS and $500 like? So, Dia, I don't recommend you buying SNS right now. I just don't. And I know they're sponsoring the channel. I know we've made sponsored videos of SNS, especially the nodes. I don't think it's a good idea right now because I'm not seeing, if you're talking about Solaris, I still believe the nodes are a better bet, to be quite honest. But that said, I don't know. Price action wise, I'm not liking it. I mean, AGI, which also sponsored this channel, is doing much better price action wise than SNS. Let's be honest. Sometimes, you know, it just doesn't work out, or doesn't work. It hasn't worked out yet. Maybe with the AI run, they'll do great. If they ramp their marketing, we have to wait and see. But if you bought the nodes at the time I was telling you, you should be doing well. Because I'm doing well. Hello, Paul from Arizona. I'm interested in your thoughts about lunacy. Get the fuck out. Stay away. Ignore it. It's over. Deal with it. Accept it. It's done. Right? I don't care what it's why bet on something like that where all that drama happened, even if it works out, when there are other cryptocurrencies that can also work out. There's just no reason for that risk, in my opinion. So I would stay away from Luna or Luna's Classic, whatever you want to call it. Binance may own the biggest portion, but that's not always a good thing. Maybe it's because they can't sell. Maybe it's for different reasons. Maybe because there's so many different reasons you can be holding this token. I would stay away. There's just no reason, because you're going to wind up like the SafeMoon army, still trying to hold SafeMoon when they went to zero. And the same thing with the XRP army. Not that it went to zero, but they missed an entire bull market in most of this one, and they just can't get it through their head that maybe they're wrong. Maybe they're right, but the risk is just not worth it, in my opinion. Or ADA as well, same reasoning. And we were big on ADA. We made huge profits on ADA. If you remember, people used to hate me because I preferred ADA over XRP. But once we got that top, I'm like, sell, get out, and that's it. We'll never go back into ADA. Very simple, because we didn't see the charts. We didn't see what we wanted to see. It's a great project, it's a great tech, but no one's using it, right? So let's be honest there. And by the way, I heard some stupid comment the other day, and I have to address this just in case the guy is watching. I didn't want to write this in the comment because it might be taken out of context. But what he wrote was completely moronic. He said XRP can't work if it's on. So I said, okay, let me put this in context. I said that if everything goes well for XRP, we may get a $4 to $7 XRP by the end of the bull market. If we pass certain resistances and so on. I'm not holding any XRP, by the way. But that's a pretty, and the answer was, this is one of the guys that think it's going to go to $10,000, and his answer was, it won't work if it's $4 to $7. And I don't understand if he sees how moronic that comment is, because if it won't work at $4 to $7, that means it's not been working, which means if it doesn't get to $10,000, it's not going to work. That is an extremely high bet. Okay, because it's not going to get to $10,000. But also, it will work at $4 to $7. I'm saying it's working, but he's laughing at me because an XRP army maxi, and he needs help mentally and also mathematically. And he has to understand that I'm being more positive than him, because it's like him telling me that it's not going to work because it's not $10,000. It can't work at $4 to $7. Well, that means it doesn't work now, because right now it's at 40 cents, so it probably doesn't work at all, right? Like, I'm not sure if some people actually listen to themselves when they repeat and quote somebody, or even understand what that person is saying. Like I'm baffled. And they need help. They need help. They need to go to saveandxrpmaxi.com. Yes, that's a real website. Saveandxrpmaxi.com. I actually created that website because they really need help. They need psychological support. They need some shirts. They need a whole bunch of shit. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, no, I wouldn't get into Luna Classic. VMint. What is VMint SF? I never heard of it, but since I've seen you here a few times. VMint coin. Volumint. What is Volumint? So this is relatively a new coin, meaning no price history. This came out in January, did this nice little pump here, and now is down, but it's holding just above the release. There's no technical analysis. I'm giving you an overview. If you like the project and you've done your analysis, it might be a chance to rebuy. If it was a cool project, it actually lets you buy at a lower rate right here. It's on Uniswap, Mexi, and BitGet. I would like to see it on more exchanges. Maybe more are coming. I have to look at more at the project. Unlocking the potential of revolutionary market making. Solution, democratized market. Yeah, well, I have to study it more. I have to look into it. But if you like it, if you've done your research and you like all this, I'm not going to read this right now, then now may be a good time to get in. Let's see. If this was the dump, we'll see. If it goes back up with everything else, maybe you want to buy it once it goes up above 0.021, then that would be a sign to get in my opinion, and still be in early, if that makes sense. Aerodrome. I'll answer right now without even looking at the charts. Aerodrome is a good buy. I'm holding Aerodrome. Why? Because it's a bet on linear and bet on base. And if you want to bet on base, you got a couple. You got Brett, you got Aerodrome, you got a couple of coins that will do well if base does well. So if you want to bet with base, if you think base will do well, then Aerodrome should do well. And even if it doesn't, you don't really have much of a choice. I think it should be into your portfolio. Looking buffed in sleeveless. Thank you very much, man. Been going to the gym, as you know. I still got a lot to go, though, but it's getting there, right? It's getting there. I mean, not bad for someone that's 46 years old that went through cancer 3 times and just got out the hospital a year and a half ago from a bone marrow transplant and CAR T therapy and chemo and all that shit and still on meds. So yeah, I am quite happy with myself. I have a long way to go, but slowly but surely I need to cut, need to do shit. We're getting there. So you gotta respect the pump, man. You gotta respect the pump. Where's my man Armzilla? Armzilla has bigger arms than these, man. But anyway, let's move on. My girlfriend's happy. She's also happy because I take Cialis along with my so I'm chasing her around the house. She's not so happy when I go out on my own. Okay. Which price do you expect from Pepe? Pepe coin, I think, is going to take market share from Shiba Inu. I think it's going to do very well. I don't have a price expectancy, but I definitely think it's going to break all-time highs, if that answers your question. And let's have a quick look at Pepe and see what's going on real quick. So yeah, it's going down now. I think it might come down to the level of here. I think it's gonna break this maybe 2x at least from here. All right, I know that sounds crazy, but let's see how it works out. Okay, it's so far it's respecting the uptrend, even though we're down. It's respecting the uptrend, so it looks pretty good in my opinion. What do I think of Arbitrum? I already answered that. Hi Paul, where do you think Ethereum will go when ETF starts trading in July? I'll tell you a secret. I don't give a crap about the ETF. ETF or no ETF, my prediction is that Ethereum will get to $8,000 to $10,000 by the end of this bull market. Then we can reevaluate if it can go higher or not. So my dog is right there. We probably can't see him. But yeah. So I don't care about the ETF, even with Bitcoin. I mean, everyone's like, oh, the ETF, the ETF. Well, we went up to all-time highs, but people are forgetting that we got to all-time highs before the ETF as well. So I don't care about the ETF. It's bullish long-term, but that's about it. I don't think it's bottom. The stock market's going to tank, and so will crypto. But will the stock market tank now? I think the stock market might tank towards the end of 2024 after the elections. Once all the hype is done and it starts pumping like crazy, then people are it's gonna probably correct back. And with that correction, people are gonna panic, and then people are gonna realize the problems with the economy, and it's gonna dump even more. So I think this is just a pullback for the stock market. And I do think that crypto will go down with the stock market, MVP sports, but I think that's going to be later on in the year because it's more correlated now because of the ETFs that we've had and more ETFs coming, right? So I half agree with you. What do I think of Andy on base? I haven't checked it out, man. I know a lot of people have been talking about Andy, which means I have to check it out. But I'm not in Andy. I'm just not. I can look. I know it's a new coin. Let me put it in my watch list real quick because I keep on forgetting this. Andy, it's the, okay. Let's put it in watching. Let's go to my watch chart real quick. Okay, let's go to CoinMarketCap. All right, it looks like if you were to get in on the price-wise, this is on Ethereum though. This is on Ethereum, so it's just a copy on base. Here. Andy on base. Is this the one? Who knows? Let's see if this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, right. It would be a good bet to get in right now if you want to bet on the meme coin, but make sure you take profits fast. Maybe it goes up and breaks the all-time highs. I think it's a good bet as a meme coin, and if you don't know what I mean, I have my own take and how I work with meme coins, so make sure you understand what I would do first. But yeah, generally speaking, Andy looks okay-ish if that's because it's on base as well, might be a good play. Just make sure you take profits fast on your initial investment out. The problem is that you and most people Eon, we have a criticism here. Maybe it's because of my biceps. Let's have a look. The problem, what kind of voice is this? Let me just, is this like, okay. The problem is that you and most people in crypto don't see that in the near future, the political events are going to dictate the future of crypto and stock market. Okay, first of all, you're talking about me without even knowing my views. I was the first person to talk about a shorter bull market because of what's going on, right, on the crypto factor. Like, I never saw anybody else. So you don't know what the hell you're talking about when it comes to me. You're judging me without even knowing me, which shows that you can't even do your own research before talking about someone on a channel. Number two is, I do understand it more than you, but trust me in this. Trust me, bro. Okay, you can watch my videos, go back and check it out. But before you try to act like you know and nobody else knows, try and do some homework on what that person is saying and what his outlook is and what calls he made and what success rate he has on those calls. And if he was the person that called the double top in the previous bull market, the absolute bottom in this bull market, and want to bet on it with a leading trader, and then do your homework first, maybe Google what I do, and then talk about me. Watch a couple of videos, you'll see some wrong calls, you'll see mostly right calls. I have a huge success rate, which is why my subscribers love me. So do your homework, man. Don't criticize, don't judge a book by its cover. Okay? I've written like 7 books, but don't judge them by their cover, okay? The Great Crusade agreeing with Ioan. All right, let's say you have 1,000 coins or a couple of coins or whatever. When may be a good time to ladder out like 10% of the week? I would say, for me, depending on charts, depending on technicals, depending on timing, depending on a lot of things, I would personally, first of all, you take profits when you make good profits. There's no excuse for that, or at least take out your initial investment. Don't be an idiot. Second of all, I would say at the towards the end of 2024, around the elections, after the elections, might be a good time to start taking profits, but make sure you take it in increments as we can go a lot higher in the short run before the crash, which I mentioned earlier on. And then reevaluate, right? You could always buy back in. There will always be pullbacks, even in the hyper bull market. Please, Paul, I bought waffles. Is it a good move? I've been talking against waffles. We talked about this a few times. I think I remember you asking, or a few people asking. I don't have any waffles. I only eat waffles, and right now I'm on a diet. So high protein, low carb, so I'm not really into waffles right now. But yeah, we talked about this before. My plan is to sell all my coins before the fiasco USA election and currency, okay, in Swiss francs. I would half agree. I wouldn't sell all the coins. Depending on the election, I would maybe sell half. You probably would have made massive amount of profits anyway, then slowly get out of the rest of them. But I wouldn't get into the Swiss franc as much as I would get into gold. Also hold some Bitcoin, because even if we get that drop, it might be the solution. And, just invest in you. I started following you, says Stocks Crypto. Since you guessed the Bitcoin bottom right, keep good job. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate you, Stocks Crypto. ONDO price prediction. I don't have a price prediction, but let's have a look at ONDO, because I'm in ONDO and I'm pretty bullish on ONDO, and I'll tell you why. ONDO coin market cap. Sitting at $1.13. Okay, forget the daily. Let's look at the weekly. Up from the inverse head and shoulder here. Let's see the monthly real quick. This is an overview, not technical analysis, obviously. Yep, that confirms it. This is the inverse heads and shoulders. Came up, came back down. Currently at the neckline, so we're still okay so far. Go to the yearly. Doing well, still in the bull trend, just eyeing this out, by the way. Go to the all chart. Yeah, so ONDO, I think it's going to retest and re-challenge this all-time high, and if it breaks that, that's a blue sky breakout and price discovery. This is a 510x from here, but why I'm bullish, and maybe even more, but why I'm bullish on ONDO is very simple. Generally speaking, when it comes to DPIN and RWA, real world assets, I think those are the narratives, or some of the narratives for the next bull market after this one, because I don't think we're ready for DPIN and RWA yet. I mean, yes, I know there's a lot of things being done. Yes, I know you hear about it a lot. I know all the other influencers are, bowing down to it like it's Muhammad or Christ or whatever, but you guys need to understand that we're not ready for that yet. But there are going to be some projects that are going to rise on hype, ONDO being one of them, but also, even if we get it wrong, ONDO may be one to be able to hold, or if you don't get out in time, you can still hold it into the next bull market. Yes, it's a risk. Yes, it goes against everything I've been telling you. But listen, ONDO right now is at 600% up. That's nothing for cryptocurrency. This can go a lot higher. I'm looking at the 510x at least. But even if you don't get that, you can take profits. You might be left over with some and just remember to buy back in the next bull market, or have a little bit just to make sure you don't forget to buy back in the next bull market. But generally speaking, ONDO is doing very well, if that makes sense. When Lambo, how are you, brother? I don't like Lambos. I'm an SUV motorbike guy. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see, Thiago. Will ADA get to $5 in this bull run? Just because I'm bald, it does not mean I have a crystal ball on my head. Maybe it gets to $5. It does have the potential to get to $5, but to be honest with you, let's be honest, there's other projects that can get there and do that amount of X's a lot faster and a lot easier than ADA. ADA hasn't really been looking good lately. There's that mosquito. The fuck, the racket didn't work? Or did it work and it just... Okay, I think I killed the mosquito. No, damn it! I just saw it. Does this fucking work? I'm scared to touch it. I don't think this works. Fuck. This doesn't work. The mosquitoes being fucking piece of shit, dude. You buy one fucking thing in the cheap Chinese supermarket. Just kidding. All right. Paul review. I think Paul's going to do very well as soon as AI starts doing well. Shah. I'm in Paul. I bought some more. Right now it's sitting at what? It's sitting at 25 cents. Ooh, okay. So look, it is an amazing run, which we were a part of. If we didn't take profits up here, I'm sorry. I did warn you guys, right? We're now come down, almost down to right here, the breakout. This is actually looking good. As long as it stays above this range over here, down where it is right now, at around 20 cents, let's say, 22 cents, I think it's doing good. I hope it goes back up from here. It depends what other cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin does. If it does go up, I think it's going to re-challenge all-time highs and break them, especially when AI starts running. If not, and it goes down, we can reevaluate when the time comes. All right, let me drink some soda water. By the way, you have no excuse, right? There's the mosquito, but now I don't have no racket because it doesn't fucking work. The light lights up and there's no electricity. Amazing. Hello, thinking to sell some small cap tokens of RWA that are 60% down and buy AIOs, G-Swift, AGI, and Orange. What do I think? I think it might be a good idea as long as you don't sell all of them. I think it's a good idea. I think those are going to do better. Add some chain GPT in there since that's the category you're going in from what I see. That's what I would do, John. If XRP goes to $10,000, that's the most of us have 10 XRP. Okay, here's a fun fact. If you have 10 XRP, you can't sell anyway unless it's on an exchange. The reason is if you have XRP in your wallet, you can't sell over if you have under 10 XRP stays there forever. So you can't get rid of that 10 XRP. So if you're holding 10 XRP hoping to make $50,000, if it goes to $10,000, you can't take it out anyway. You have to hold 20. Does that make sense? So that's number one. And if you're into XRP and you're an XRP max and you didn't know that, then I guess you have more homework to do. So if you're one of those guys saying, Paul, you're talking shit because it's gonna go to 10,000, you don't know what you're talking about, do your own research, and you don't know what I just said, just shows you need to study XRP more. I'm not saying that's negative. It's actually a good thing. But I'm just saying, if you don't even know that, imagine what else you don't know and you don't understand about how things work, okay? So that's number one. Number two, it's not going to go to $10,000. It's just not, because a lot of idiots are going to become zillionaires overnight, and that's not how things work. Money goes to people with money. Most people go broke. I know that's hard to say. I know they don't understand that. And that's why I keep on shouting that don't wait for it to go to $10,000. Take profits before, because you're going to make a lot of money, but you're not going to take profits thinking it's going to go to $10,000, and you're going to get wrecked again like always, like every single time, and you're going to be poor. Okay? Because it's going to get to $4 to $7. I'm going to make, well, I'm not going to make money because I don't have an XRP. Maybe I'll buy from the 72 cents to the $1 range and make a 5x. But people that have been holding from before and stuff or have a lot of XRP, they're going to be millionaires. They're not going to take profits. They're going to think that it's going to go up forever. $10,000, we're going to become zillionaires. And guess what? You're going to be broke, you're going to be poor with no shirt, as always, as time and time the market does to you, taking money from the people that don't deserve it, putting it to the money that people that do deserve it. I know that sounds harsh. I know you don't like to hear it, but it's true. It's true. Most people don't make money generally, not just in crypto, not just in stocks, not just in markets, not just in life, because don't understand. You think you know everything, you think you understand everything, and you don't understand how you get wrecked. Yes, XRP can go up. No, it's not going to go to $10,000. So the people that make money, they're going to lose it because they're not going to sell and take profits. Be smart. Take profits. Take profits, then keep some in case it goes to $10,000. Go ahead. If you have 1,000 XRP and you sell half and you take profits at $4 to $7 and you made some money and you took out your initial investment, you have 500 XRP left. If it goes to $10,000, it's 500 times $10,000. You're a millionaire. What do you care? Let it go. You're good either way, right? What's 1 zillion versus 2 zillion depending on how much you have in XRP? Be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't be a moron. Don't stay broke. You have a chance to make good money this bull market. Every bull market, I know so many people, personally know people that are in crypto, made the right calls, but then didn't take profits, didn't know when to get out, and they ended up being poor again. Why? Because they are poor up here. You have to break out of that first before you make money. It sounds bad. It sounds hard. I had a mentor, and he helped me understand this, and that's why I made money in my life multiple times. Until you understand this, you're not going to make money, whether it's in crypto or anywhere else. And if you do, you're going to lose it. I'm not telling you this to insult you. I'm not telling this to say you're stupid or anything like that, or to think I'm telling you this so I can help you. You have to understand this. If you want to make money in life, if you want to make money in crypto, if you want to make money in general. Stop thinking you know everything. And understand, take a step back. There's something called the Dunning-Kruger. Let me tell you what works for me. There's something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Now, a lot of people have heard one theory that Dunning-Kruger means you're stupid and you don't realize you're stupid because you don't have the capacity to realize you're stupid. Yeah, that's just one part of the story, okay? Dunning-Kruger were two psychologists in 1993. They wrote about the Dunning-Kruger effect, hence the name. Two psychologists, Dunning and Kruger, okay? And what they wrote is not only that, but the more confident you're in something, you're more confident, 100% convicted you are, the less intelligent you are. And usually what happens is you're so confident, you get wrecked, and that schools you, and then you slowly go up over time, realizing how much of a muppet you used to be, and you slowly start developing as a man, okay? So generally speaking, whenever I'm overconfident about something, whenever I'm 100%, I take a step back and say, Paul, listen, Dunning-Kruger, you're probably being stupid right now. You're probably being a moron. You think you're a genius and you're not. Take a step back and remember to be humble and to be skeptical and not be so convicted or 100% in something. Does that make sense? All right. I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to offend you or anyone else. I know a lot of people here think I'm trying to insult you. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, hit that like button so you can like it, so you can confirm to yourself that you're going to take this advice. I do it as well. Not hit the like button. I'm not like, do that. I'm talking about reestablishing, like taking a step back and saying, Paul, you might be wrong. Remember your theory. You're too confident. You're too 100%. Take a step back, you might be wrong. It's a sign of being a genius, even if you are not a genius. Going by this rule alone will make you act like a genius. Does that make sense? You don't have to be a genius, you just have to think like a genius. It's two different things, right? XRP 10K, man. You don't know nothing. All right, let's go up again. I love your jokes about the XRP army. I literally made a website for the XRP army, man. It's called saveanxrpmaxi.com. It's a real website. I keep on telling people this, they don't believe me in live streams. It's a real website, okay? I actually made it. Greetings from the Czech Republic. There's a mosquito. Motherfucker. That mosquito be driving me crazy. All right. I love your jokes about that. Okay. Greetings from the Czech. By the way, I want to go to Czech. I really want to go Czech. I hear amazing things. I like your contact. Thank you very much. Opinions, knowledge. Thanks for that. I'd like to ask your opinion on VRA Veracity. Nice. Okay, so VRA Veracity was part of our portfolio. We rolled it up and then we took profits. We got out of Veracity and we put those in other gaming projects. We got into a portfolio of sorts of old gaming coins and new gaming coins that can do well. Okay, so Veracity was not in that. It was in that in the early stages. We took profits because we shifted to the ones that could do better, that proved they could do better over time. Things like G Swift, things like GFAL, things like what were some of the other ones, man? Illuvium, right? You want to get into those. So I'm not holding Veracity. I used to. For me, I would watch that gaming portfolio video I have on my channel. Just go to videos, scroll down, you'll find it. Check it out, see if that's for you. What do you think about Render? Did it have its all-time highs already? Render did very well. I think it's going to make new all-time highs. I am very heavy into Render. Why am I heavy into Render? Other than the chart price, which I'm telling you right now, Render looks strong on the charts. I don't even need to look. Render tackles both gaming and AI solution, right? So it's both the gaming narrative and AI. So when AI goes up, Render will go up. And when gaming comes into play, and it will come into play, Render will also benefit. So it's that continuous slow ride. Maybe it's a bigger market cap, maybe it's a bigger coin. So it doesn't rapidly go up, but it can actually get a second wind. Because look at AI goes up, Render goes up a little bit, AI goes down, or AI keeps on going up, and gaming goes up, second wind, AI Render also goes up. So Render has a more upward, longer term movement, if you will. Your thoughts on AIT protocol? If you're talking about thoughts, I don't have any because I don't know what it is. If you're talking about price, are you talking about AI tech? Because I don't know what AIT protocol is. Looking sexy, Paul. Thank you. I'm sexy and I know it. Thanks very much, man. As someone that works out, you're more yoked than 90% of people. Thank you very much, man. BJM, I really appreciate you, man. Yeah, I've been working out for 3 months. 3 months, and I've been going through cancer before that, so I'm pretty proud. Well, I'm proud because I don't like pride. I'll just say it. I'm proud of myself, man. Yeah, no, I've been working out, man. I did take a step back from boxing, though, because the doctor said I'm not allowed to get hit in the head yet. Go figure. Because of some medications I'm taking, it's kind of dangerous. But yeah, I appreciate it for answering. Thank you very much. Is NPC will take market share of Pepe? I don't know what NPC is. I would guess no. Please kindly give quick update on Mettis DAO. This sounds like because you talked so nicely, I'll take a look at what Mettis DAO is doing. Because of your previous comments. Mettis. Let's have a look here. Okay, so this was an older project. Looks like it had a run here. If you like the project, I would buy. Oh wait, what is it though? Ethereum layer 2. Okay, the classic line, the solving the trilemma and everything. Mettis most developers saying. dApps, okay. So it's basically a layer 2. Businesses move from Web 2 to Web 3. Interesting. Okay, so I don't know much about the project, but I'm looking at it right now. If you like this project, just looking at the chart, just technical overview, not technical analysis. If you like the project, now's a good time to get in, even if we go down lower maybe a little bit. If you are in the project, I would hold. So we had this run here, went down, went up here, came back down. As long as it doesn't go down to this level down here, it's still kind of higher. If you look at this peak here, that's where it's sitting, just under. Okay, so I would wait until it breaks above $50, and then I would say it's a buying opportunity, right? I know that's saying buy higher, but yeah, I would rather buy higher or wait for it to go lower. But generally speaking, this range, if you like the project, might be a good play. I'm not in it. I don't know nothing about it. I'm just telling you what I see. What I can do really quickly say, with just looking at the chart like an overview. It's not much analysis or much I can get into live, right? And the people that say they do and they act so confident about what they're saying, most of them are morons. Just saying. I hold XRP as 50% portfolio, but I really love your XRP jokes. That's cool, man. I got a lot of people that I got like, okay, former XRP Army Maxis are on my channel. I've had calls with XRP Maxis and they're in the VIP group. Yes, I do have a group. It's down below. Shameless plug. It's okay to hold XRP. I don't care if you hold XRP. That's fine. Just make sure it makes sense to balance your portfolio accordingly. I wouldn't go 50%. I wouldn't go over 20%. I would go a lot less than that, depending on the amount of money your portfolio has and other factors, obviously. But that's just my opinion, obviously. But yeah. I have nothing against people holding XRP or anything like that. It's just, I'm just a funny guy, dude. Hey, Paul, serious question that I was hoping you could give everyone some insight. I own a few coins that are losers, but my psychology doesn't want to let me cut. What if? How can I fix this? You have to realize a few things. Number one, there's opportunity cost, meaning if they still keep on going down, you're better off making some money than no money. Even if they can 10x and you can get a easier 5x, it's still worth it just because of stress, just because of opportunity cost, just because you might be wrong. Okay, that's number one. Number two, don't marry your coins. It's a lot. Okay, let me say this. This is what helps me. Okay, and I'll tell you two things that have helped me over the years. I've been in this game since 2017. Stocks and Forex before that. I used to teach Forex TA, right? And fundamentals. Number one that I've learned personally, it's a lot easier to first buy cryptocurrency, to first buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever you want to buy, meme coins, whatever the fuck. It's a lot easier to buy the first time than to take profits and sell. It's a lot easier to buy than to sell. That's the first thing I learned that on my own because I just noticed it because I have a lot of perception. And because of my experience in business and everything else. But I learned something from Nicholas Merton. Nicholas Merton is the guy behind, or the host behind Data Dash. And I remember early on in 2017, I was watching different channels, not to learn, but you know, because I used to do analysis and I used to look at other channels as well to confirm. And he said something very smart that really helped me out a lot. I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. Even though I don't agree with everything he says, I don't agree with his analysis, we were very opposite in times, okay? And I was more right than he was, okay? But he did say one thing that was, I have to give him props, and I've interviewed him as well. And that was, he was almost begging people. I remember it was in 2017, 2018, before the top. It was when we were running up and doing well. And he kept on saying, listen, I saw this video, he said this, he said, listen, take some profits. Even if you don't want to, no matter how bad it feels, just take some profits. Not because you're going to get wrecked, not so you can make money, just take some profits because you have to get used to it. You have to get used to it so you know how to do it, so you can do it, because a lot of times you just cannot. What you're feeling about these coins, FOMO, fear of missing out, I feel it all the time. Not just when I want to get out of coins, but also when I want to take profits. It happens to me. It happens to the best of us. Let me admit something real quick. Every time I told everybody to take profits, where I was right, I was like, guys, if you watch this channel, you know I call the tops. My strength is calls on tops and bottoms and predictions, general markets, not just one specific coin. I do general markets, okay? General cryptocurrency, for example. So I might not be able to tell you what GFAL will do, but I will tell you what gaming will do, right? Does that make sense? And I usually nail it right on the head, okay? Type yes if you agree. If you watch this channel, type yes if you agree with what I just said, okay? But you have to understand, where was I? As much as I was telling people to take profits, get out, we're gonna have a dump, and I was sure about it, around the NVIDIA event, around the Bitcoin ETF, before, like every single time, I was telling people to take out at least 50, 60%, put it into Bitcoin, take profits into Bitcoin. Even I took less, maybe 30, 40%, or maybe 20% at times. Because even I feel that FOMO. And that's when I forced myself to do a little bit more, but I still don't sell all of it. because I still have FOMO. Now, early bull market doesn't really matter, and I don't care, and I've said this before, because we still have a lot more upside to go. But as we go towards the end of the bull market, or a potential end of the bull market, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but end of 2024, beginning 2025, I become more aggressive and force myself to take profits. In your case, you have to force yourself to let go of some of these coins. Maybe you get it wrong, but you have to get used to it. You have to get used to getting out when you need to get out. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I really hope that helps you, man. Paul, I bought Foxy and SNS as you mentioned in your videos. It was awesome. Cool, man. So any recommendations in that dip? So I wouldn't buy SNS right now. I know Foxy should be doing very well because I have a lot of Foxy. SNS, I was recommending the node, not the actual token, so you can accumulate over time. If you asked me right now to buy Foxy or SNS, what I would buy, my sponsors would hate me for this, but I would say Foxy. Can I make any recommendations in that dip? What do you mean? So if you're going to buy more SNS and Foxy, I would stick to Foxy, if that's your question. Owning XRP is like being part of a cult. Yeah, it is. Hi, Paul. Altcoins are bleeding. When are they going to moon? Sandy, I can't give that prediction. I don't know, right? The last time I called the mini bull, the mini alt seasons, I saw it in the charts. I haven't seen something yet, but if it makes you feel better, I would start accumulating, even now. Conspiracy theorist called best one. Yep. Hi, Paul. Jasmine coin worth a gamble? Nope. I'm not in Jasmine coin because there are other coins that are much better than Jasmine that I think they can do a lot better. So, and I don't like gambling. And I've been telling people have been bugging me about Jasmine, about internet product, not internet product, what was it, ICP and so many others. And I keep on telling just no, and people don't listen. And now the questions are just coming again and again. It's still no, because even if they do well, there are other coins that can do better, and they're already doing better. So why? I hate mosquitoes too. Yeah, Nicole, they're really bad. Could you please have a look at Portal? I'll take a look at Portal. I don't know what Portal is, though. I'll do the best I can with something I don't know what it is. Portal coin. Let's have a look here. Wait, it's loading. All right, there you go. Malware blocked. Interesting. Okay, guess I just got saved. But why is this so? Anyway, I can still keep on going. That's good. By the way, industry standard. Get yourself malware bytes. Get yourself malware bytes. Get yourself the premium malware bytes. If you go to cryptofactor.net, just go to resources up here, and then just scroll down where it says cybersecurity, right? And just get yourself either this one or this one. Same thing. It'll prompt you to which version you like. Get the premium version with the browser guard. It's gonna save you. It really is. It saved my ass so many times. Seven-day looks like shit. We broke support. Quick overview there. Looks like we're breaking support at the lows. Yearly looks like shit. It looks like shit, dude. Unless it gets up higher than 64 cents or maybe 50 cents psychological, if you want to get down lower, I wouldn't touch it I wouldn't touch it, man. Then it needs to pass this support area over here, right? So 76 cents. So you can buy above 50 cents, maybe 60, and then rebuy if it makes 76 cents support. But I wouldn't touch this. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. I'm just telling you chart-wise, overview-wise, real quick. 74% locked. Interesting. I have to look at it more, obviously, but... oh, wait. Unite Games for Gamers. It's a gaming, so this might go up on hype when gaming goes up. I would wait for it to go a little bit higher before I buy it, but that's just me. But I don't like this chart. This chart looks like shit. It's also very new, though. So March, it's very new. So I might be being a bit unfair to it right now. Will you rebalance your portfolio? Everyone who's in altcoins experienced 60%. Yeah. The best thing to do is actually get into my group. There's a second best, so don't worry. My group is in the link down below. It's called the VIP Factor. That's where I show people what I do, tell people what I do and how I'm going to rebalance. But there will be a few videos, free videos coming out soon. So just be patient. We'll get it out. Top 3. I'm not going to give you my top 3, but I'll give you 3 that I'm looking at. AGI being one of them, Toncoin being another. And then maybe I would look at Miria as a gaming play and ChainGPT as a, or maybe ChainGPT or PAL as a AI play or something like that. It depends on your portfolio. If you look at I like to talk in portfolios in bunches, not just one coin, so that it's a venture capitalist approach. So if you have like 3 or 4 AI coins, maybe one do well, the rest don't, that one will outweigh the benefits of the others, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's why it's better to watch the video. It makes more sense, but that's what I would look at. Trump winning is sell the news event. I don't think Trump winning is a sell the news event. I think Trump winning would be slowly selling while everyone's buying, if that makes sense. I'm excited about that. When I talked about the drop, I thought about IONET. It's the fastest GPU. Not sure what you mean, though. Good morning, Paul. What's up, 3 idiots? Haven't seen you for a while. Mario Panagotopoulos, Mosquito wants some crypto advice. Yeah, Mosquitoes want crypto advice. Mario is one of my best friends, by the way. He's my best friend, is in here. What's up, Mario? Hope you're still watching, man. Are you still watching? Are you still here? You have to hold the button. You have to hold the button on the zapper and then swing it. I was doing that, but it doesn't work. It's all the batteries are there, and I did it, and I was holding the button and actually touching it, and it wasn't working. Your racket may have a small light on the handle where you can check whether it works. The light was on, but as I touched it, it didn't do shit to me. So I'm pretty sure it didn't work because the Mosquito looked like I was giving it a sexual massage. So I tried to zap it, and it was just like, ooh. It didn't even flinch, right? It was like, holy shit, you're getting kinky here. Look at this. Crypto advice and mosquito sex. That's what we're talking about today. You have to hold the button. Is like, do I look like I'm in crypto and tech? Do I look like I don't know how to hold the button, dude? Come on. You have to push the gas if you want to drive, obviously. All right, your racket may have a... Yeah, we already read that. What about ICP? What do I think? I think it's complete shit. I talked about it earlier on in this video, and I've also talked about it multiple times. It's just not worth it. Even if it pumps tomorrow, so many people are convicted on holding it. It's that opportunity cost and that bias we were talking about. It's not worth holding. Other coins will do better. I sold all my XRP in March, but still hold about 10 to keep an eye on it. Henry, if you're holding it in your own wallet, you need to hold more than 10 because you cannot sell. Just so you know, not that it's a big amount anyway, but if you have 10 XRP in your wallet, you cannot sell them. You have to have over 10. 10 will always remain in your wallet. Hey Paul, the bald head is shining today, looking smooth. Do you think Aerodrome can still 15x? Yes, especially now that it's doing horribly. It could probably 15x a lot easier. If you want to bet on base, you have to have a base portfolio. If you want to have a base portfolio, you want to be holding Aerodrome, Brett, and a few more, right? So that's a portfolio. It's a venture capitalist approach. So if you're holding it as a standalone, maybe not such a good idea. But if you're holding Brett, Aerodrome, Normie, whatever, maybe it makes more sense as a bet on base chain. I hope I'm getting through. Hi Paul, ICP, what do you think? I think it's complete shit and I don't think it has a future. Bruh, some people are good at technical analysis. They don't review shit coins, so analysis is real. What? Bro, some people are good at technical analysis. They don't review shit coins, so analysis is real. Okay. Yeah, you don't review shit coin. I'm not doing technical analysis. I'm giving you an overview. There's a difference. How high do you think they can go? How high do I think what can go? Speaking about gaming coins, what do you think about Portal? I think there are better projects than Portal. I think we talked about it earlier. Literacy program. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. What do you think of ArcBlock? I'm not in ArcBlock, so I don't really have anything to say about it. If you want me to look as a technicals overview, let me know. We love the Crypto Factor. Everyone like and subscribe. Everyone like and subscribe. Whatever you're doing right now, no matter what you are doing, the least you can do, forget about subscribing. You can subscribe if you watch more videos and you actually like them. But the least you can do is hit that like button. I don't care what you're doing. You could be driving the bike down the freeway right now with headphones on, listening to this video, doing 90. You can still reach your phone and click that like button. Just use one hand, okay? It's okay, it's perfectly safe to let go of the steering wheel while doing 90 in the freeway and click the like button. You can scroll and find the like button and hit it. It's fine. If you're cooking, it's okay. You can let the maybe your phone's in the living room and you're cooking in the kitchen and you're listening to through your iPods, right? It's okay. Leave the cooking, go inside, click the like button, come back and keep watching the video. It's fine. Let the food burn. It's no problem. You can eat burnt food. Charcoal is actually good for you. They're putting it in toothpaste now. You can literally eat and wash your teeth with your food. If you're having sex, go ahead. Click the like button. It's not weird at all. And she won't mind. Just hug. Like, you can even discreetly do it. Like, as you're doing it, just lean over, hit the like button. If she asks what you're doing, just say, I'm liking the Crypto Factor while I'm about to orgasm. She'll totally get it. It's not weird at all. It's fine. Okay? Just make sure you hit the like button. Happy to see you taking care of yourself, Paul. Thank you, man. Really appreciate you, bro. Hello, Paul. You are so confident that a bull Hello, Paul. You are so confident that a bull run will happen. Shouldn't you step back and think again that you might be wrong and there is no bull at all? Well, yes, but Badi, you have to understand that we called the bull market, we called the bottom at 15.6K, and we called the bull market at 17K and confirmed it when we broke above 20K. We are in a bull market. Bitcoin's at what? 60-something thousand. Even if it was 50,000, we're still in the bull market. So, yes, I could take a step back and say I'm wrong and think I'm wrong, but that would be like saying, okay, 1 and 1 might be wrong and is not equal to, because it's happened. We're in the bull market. If you don't think this is a bull market, there's something wrong with you. Or, sorry, let me rephrase that. Then you don't have enough information or understand what a bull market looks like. We've gone up 3x on Bitcoin. Most altcoins have 50, 100x. We are in a bull market. Just because we're going down does not mean we're not in a bull market. Or at least we are still in a bull market until the pattern changes. And then the pattern will change. Let me put it this way. If we break below 50K on Bitcoin, if we actually break under 50K and 50K becomes resistance, I will have to become bearish and say this may be the beginning of a bear market. But we're not there yet. We haven't done that yet. And even then, we may be the beginning of a bear market. The beginning of it. So, no, yes, you should take a step back and think, but you should also think about facts, right? So, yeah. Render looks pretty bad at the moment. Can you please check the charts in Render? Yes, I can. Render. All right, so Render looks pretty bad on the daily at $7. On the weekly, it's right at this level, at this bottom on the weekly. Looks like it's holding for now. Look on the monthly. Confirmed, exactly that point, exactly that level. Let's look at the yearly. Yearly, it's actually up, sitting at $7 from down here, which is what a bull market is. Let's look at all. Okay. See this right here? Top of the last, this range right here? It's sitting at the top range So it went over this all-time high over here, right? And it's sitting right there now. This is actually bullish. This has to go down considerably for me to say that it's a bad move and can't go back up. This chart looks like it's a second run, made this high support, and looks like it's going to hold it. Can it go down a little bit lower? Sure, even down here, it could still be in that range though. I think this looks good, in my opinion, humble opinion. Looks like Solana is dead. Does it? So he had this tremendous run all the way to 210, now sitting at 131, actually holding pretty strong compared to other coins. This range right here looks very strong. All-time highs was 260. Had the after, it just dumped with everything else. For me, this looks fine. For me, this looks like it can come down all the way to $100 and still be bullish. Doesn't look bad to me. You have to take things in perspective with everything else and when you are in the time of the market, if you're in a pullback and so on. You can't just judge it on solely on what's it doing today or likewise. AIT protocol review, price review. Okay, bought at 0.33. Will it go up? So there is an AIT coin. So I don't know anything about the project. Ouch. Bad news for you. Just looking at this, okay, this is new. It doesn't have much price history, so maybe I'm going to be a bad judge here. But this looks bad in the sense that it's lower than this level over here. Unless, if this becomes resistance, which it looks like it might if it comes back up and can't break above it, then this is resistance, then it's bad, get the fuck out. If it breaks above here, then I would look to either hold or buy some more. But right now, I would sit and wait. You put at, where did you buy? Where was I? Where's that comment? Okay, 0.33. Interesting. Well, I hope you should have took profits up here. Why would you buy something and not take profits up here, no matter where you are in the bull market, man? Anyway, I'm not gonna condemn you for that. We talked about it. I would hold for now, but think about taking out your initial investment if you want to be safe, depending on how much money you put in. It listed in a few exchanges. What kind of a project is this? I don't know, man. I need to study it more and more hours, and there's not much price to go off because it's relatively a new coin. Those are my thoughts. I could only give you thoughts on this, man. Depends on the rest of your portfolio. Depends if you took out your initial investment. Depends if you already took profits. Maybe you want to hold. It depends on a lot of factors, man. I am XRP Maxi. What is profits stands for? What is that? I don't know if you're joking or if there's a serious question. If you buy any coin for $1,000 and you've made $10,000, $20,000, you want to take profits, whether it's 5, 10, whatever, okay? And then you can leave the rest run or whatever and then decide what you're going to do after, depending on many factors. Generally speaking, you want to at least take out your initial investment, put it somewhere else so you don't have opportunity cost. So that's the least you should do. That said, I'm not sure what your question is or what you're trying to ask. Alts are dumping hard as we speak. That's what alts do. This is why I kept saying buy Bitcoin, take profits in Bitcoin. Take profits. If you don't want to take profits in Bitcoin because Bitcoin will go lower, it will drop lower than alts, and you can use Bitcoin to buy those alts. People don't listen to me. People don't listen to me. Then they blame me for not making money. Thoughts on Sui? I think Sui is okay. I think Sei is better, and I think other projects are better than that. He don't like ICP. That's when I know to unsubscribe. You, my friend, should not unsubscribe because I don't like ICP. You should unsubscribe because you're a moron. And I'll tell you why you're a moron, okay? You're a moron because A, you had to write that just so you can show something, like you can show that you are right and I am wrong. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean I won't trade it, but let me show you. Here you go. God, Paul is an investor. If somebody's going to insult me, I'm going to insult them. ICP coin. So let me show you. People have been talking to me about ICP since the beginning of this bull market. This is the price chart for ICP. Excellent. Look at this. Look at all this time here that you've been sitting, me telling you don't buy, don't buy, don't buy. Opportunity cost is not going to go as high. It's not going to, Paul, you're an idiot. Paul, you're a moron. Paul, it's going to go super high. Paul, it's going to go back to $400. It's at $7.9. Everyone made money except you, like the XRP army. Right? And you're calling me and you tell, I'm going to unsubscribe because he doesn't like ICP. Well, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. You have made no money on ICP. You have made zero on ICP. And if you are not in other coins, you're going to remain poor for the rest of your life. And if you're not poor, you're going to become poor because of your mentality. Even if you disagree with what I'm saying, even if you disagree with me completely, you want to follow people that you disagree with. I follow people that I disagree with because I want to get another perspective or another side of the story. If you're looking for confirmation bias, I'm going to unsubscribe like a baby because you don't like what you're hearing. Believe me, the last thing you want to unsubscribe for is because I don't like ICP. You should unsubscribe because I think you're a baby and I think you don't know what you're doing. And, you can go ahead here. You already said adios. You'll be back. You'll be back, dude. Or you won't. You'll be in denial for the rest of your life. ICP could 100x tomorrow and we still made more money in this bull market with other coins. Let's put it that way, okay? So, there you go. I'm not going to check out Weirdo because it sounds too weird, Nicole. And I'm not sure if you're talking about a coin or if that's something else. Logistics. Hi, I suffered from a stroke, now suffer from Alzheimer's. Oh, I know struggle trading. You take profits. Yeah. Sorry to hear you going through that, man. Listen, I don't know if this makes you feel better. I fought cancer 3 times. Non-Hodgkin's, aggressive non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. 2016 it started. I had chemotherapy and the bone marrow transplant. Then it came back. Then I was on immunotherapy. Then it came back again very aggressively and attacked me. And I got chemo and CAR T therapy, which was really dangerous, by the way. And I only got outside hospital about a year and a half ago. I was like shit. And during that time, I lost my sister, my mother, my father, almost my house. And before that, my other house burned down. There's a whole bunch of shit. And I'm still here hustling. I'm still here fighting. If anything, all I can say to you is, if you are walking through hell, if you are in hell and you find yourself walking in hell, whatever you do, don't stop walking. Just keep walking. It's going to burn. It's going to hurt. It's going to be shit. But at some point, you're going to get out on the other side. And if you don't, at least you keep on going. Right? If that makes sense. I'm losing my mind. Not used to trade prior to stroke. I'm losing my mind at all. I did use to trade prior. Okay. Yeah, you gotta relearn to take profits and when to take profits, man. It's hard, because I live off crypto, so imagine that all this went through like last time when we were in a bear market as well, and I had to sell crypto on the lows to try and save my dad and support my girlfriend and support me in hospital and pay the bills and a whole bunch of shit. So I understand how hard it can be. So just keep walking, dude. I've lost and made back money multiple times, and so can you. Look at him sleeping without a worry. That's Diaz. He's sleeping with no worries. I love my dog so much, man. Dia. He's sleeping. He loves Dogecoin. All right, what do we have here? I know maybe a draft question to you, some of your listeners, but I don't care. I just need a little bit of help. Didn't I? I'm not sure if I got your question. Let me read it again, man. Hi, I suffered a stroke. Oh, you still haven't received them to the wallet. When did you send them? And how did you? I can't help you in a chat. I can't help you out in the chat, man. You're gonna have to like DM me or something, and even then, I don't know if I can help you, bro. I have to see what's going on. Hi, Paul. What do you think of the upcoming KRC20 coins? I think holding Casper will benefit either way. We'll check out the coins and see what's going on when they actually come out. I'm more interested in, if you're holding Casper, it's like holding the coin that will benefit the safest the most, if you will. I might give some hype to Casper. I would rather hold Casper right now. I don't know what's going to happen later. But I do have interviews and live streams and AMAs with the team. You can check them out on my channel and see what I'm saying about what they're saying. I'm overgaming, back tokenomics, and lack of real product is too much. Yeah, but the narrative should come back. It should come back. Cheers, buddy. By Mario. You're welcome, man. So you are still here. Awesome. Any Mr. Paul, little late checking in. I just got back from Puerto Rico. Hope you are well. This does look like a potential bottom at the daily chart. Yep, Crypto Clown World, by the way, has a technical analysis channel. You should check him out. The amazing things about you is the confidence you have when you bet with Gareth on the Bitcoin dip. Please, did Gareth pay you? All right. So Gareth did not pay me the bet. I'll be very honest with you. But it doesn't matter. I won the bet. So he still owes me $100 for a dinner. He never sent it. I never really talked about it before, but since it's been over a year, or two, whatever, fuck it. No, he didn't. He didn't do it. But I didn't ask for it either, if that makes sense. So whatever. Please, your opinion on Chainlink and say. I think Chainlink is going to do very well. I think you should be in Chainlink. If Ethereum makes it, Chainlink will make it. And I know Ethereum probably will make it. It's an industry standard Oracle on Ethereum. So at some point, I think Link's going to do very well. Forget the Swift and everything else they're talking about. Just the Oracle alone, the industry standard aspect of it, Chainlink should do very well. As for say, I like Stacks. Because of the Bitcoin narrative is a Bitcoin ecosystem hold. As for say, I like it. I think it will do well, but I sold, not for the reasons you think. I sold all the coins I was staking for airdrops because I was sick and tired and bored of chasing airdrops, and I figured out that I don't have enough time and you have to hold more and more in order for it to make sense. So while I may still hold Solana, I'm not staking Solana because I want to be flexible, and I'm not holding any say right now, even though I think they'll do well. But that was just me reformulating my portfolio for me and my style, shrinking it, so I got out of say and got into other projects. What do I think about Blast? The TG is in 4 days. There's nothing about it I can tell you because it's in 4 days, which means there's no price or anything I can look at. It's a meme coin, meaning it's probably a risk. Well, it is a risk. Chain to explode, like for the case of... Well, I don't know anything about it. Meme coins come a dime a dozen. Like, everybody and their mother can launch a meme coin in less than 15 minutes. And that's what people are doing. They also have automated meme coins coming out. So everyone is scamming everyone. So it's not really worth looking at it until it has like a pump, dump, then get into it. Bitcoin going to 40s. Facts. Maybe. At some point. Get batteries. There are new batteries, Nicole. Yasu Paul, what do you think about Flux? I'm not going to look at Flux right now, man. I have no opinion on it. Thank you, Paul. And you can use some Lavendel against... Yeah, I keep on forgetting. I'm a bit lazier than what people expect. Hey, thanks for the €2 super chat, man. First super chat ever. Thank you so much. Bernard Blanco. I missed the super chat, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, bro. Three Idiot says, this is the goal, taking profits around 84K, then 100K. Yep, that's exactly it, even though I would keep more in my portfolio. because he says to leave 5-10% in portfolio till 120K. I would leave more, and I don't mind. Every bull run, I've always have a lot of Bitcoin left over, which I keep long term. I just put it to the side. Sun's out, guns out. Armzilla, that's who I was talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you think my arms are big, you should see Armzilla's, man. They're fucking huge. He's got them in his profile. They're so huge, he has them in the profile pic. Do you think crypto is easier trade than Forex? My Forex strategy, there's a lot more money to be made in crypto, and it's easier if you know what you're doing in crypto, whilst Forex you have more competition and you need to do more analysis, in my opinion. In crypto, if you're in a bull market, it's hard to go wrong. It's just, you have to be like someone like the guy that just left that said, oh, he doesn't like ICP, so I'm going to unsubscribe. That's the only way you can fail. That or being an XRP max and holding nothing else. Sean says, still think Solana can hit 1,000 this bull run? Yes, I do. Even though my call was $700 to $800 and it might get to $1,000, I do think it can. Paul, does live streams take 10x more energy of a 20-minute video? Not really. So live streams are hard in the sense that everything is live and I'm talking to a camera, and it's hard to articulate myself sometimes. I don't have time to like fix errors or mistakes or anything like that. It's easier in the sense that I don't have to edit it. Editing takes a long time. And also, I get very bored sometimes making long videos. That's why I hired an editor. He's going to start next week, not this week. I thought it was going to be this week, but it's going to start next week. I hired an editor. But yeah, no, live streams are easier. You don't have to worry about the thumbnail that much. You don't have to worry about anything. You just go live. You just do your video. I prefer it in the sense I don't have to edit after. But the making videos is a bit harder in the sense that you have to have it more structured. I don't use scripts. I have bullet points maybe at the most. So that's not really a waste of time. But there's a lot more that go into it, thumbnails and so on. But live streams take 10x more energy. It takes more energy, but it's less frustrating and it's more fun because it's more interactive, if that makes sense. What are your thoughts on Casper this year? I think Casper's going to do very well. I've made so many videos about Casper. I've interviewed the team. I went to Poland and interviewed the team. I think Casper's going to do very well. Hi, Paul. Swapped all my ICP for render. I think that's a good move in my opinion. You should have done it earlier on, Roger. Hey, Paul, what do you think about Flux? I don't have no opinion on Flux. I think Casper's a good buy. So do I. C-Wave starting in Bitcoin. I'm long. Okay, nice. 65.4. I will short it. Just be careful with your short position. Make sure your stop loss is a bit above that. Thoughts on MakerDAO? Old dinosaur coin. Don't have any thoughts on it, Nicole. Just found you and subscribed. Thank you so much, man. Thoughts on Turbo? Probably a good crypto. We made a lot of money on Turbo in the first run. Might do well, but I don't know much about it. I can't tell you anything technical about it because it's a meme coin. There's nothing to say. It's a good bet. You have recovered very well after fighting with cancer. You're in a very good shape. Yeah, thank you very much, man. So my secret, there's a few secrets. Hey, my dog got up. There he is. And he's back asleep. Okay. A few secrets is I stalled getting back into my healthy lifestyle. It was hard for me to get back to exercising, even though I have a home gym. Now I go to my home gym and to the gym and boxing a little bit, but a little bit less because I can't get hit in the head yet. I eat very well now, very, very well. So I do have my cheat days, but generally speaking, I eat high protein, low carb, and I eat a lot of berries and good stuff and shit like that. I take vitamin D every day, 5,000. I take my potassium right now for water retention because I did have some water retention, as well as magnesium because I was low. And TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. Now, the good news is it's helped me a lot. The bad news is I need very high doses, and it's still keeping me in the lower normal range. So it looks like I'm not responding because of what I went through. So I was so low. So just imagine that most people do like 100, maybe 150 a week, and they go high. I'm taking 250 and I'm still very low. But I'm in the lower normal range. And what that's done is it's helped me have, because of muscle memory, because I used to do gym and kickboxing and stuff, I bounced back, I started bouncing back faster. So yes, you need testosterone to build muscle, but don't think that you need to be super high to make muscle unless you're like bodybuilding or competing or some shit. Once Solana pump melts faces, expect soul killer narrative. Yeah, of course, Mustafa, you're absolutely right. The bottom far from us, only 4 or 5 weeks. Okay, 46K going all in. Okay. What do you think about Solidus? AI tech, so I'm holding AI tech. I've talked about it a long time ago, by the way, before this bull market. When I was projecting that AI is going to be the next bull market. Yes, I did that. So AI tech is one of them. I do hold AI tech now. I got out, I got in, I got out, I got in. Now I'm left with a decent back. Hello, Paul. Is it sideways action for 4 months? We don't know, Sandy, how long it's going to be sideways action for. We just don't know that. A lot of people are claiming that and they change their views every single day, right? We don't know. It ends when it ends. We look at the charts, breaks out, it ends, we get in. If we're wrong, whatever, you react. Gareth needs to come correct. Record lunch episode. Yep, he's not going to do. I thought maybe I would not bet, and with the lunch thing, I'd make a video. It'd be good for my channel, but I guess he doesn't want to do it. Question about Bitcoin. Don't you think that Bitcoin will go away 5-10 years because of institutional money will drag all those money-hungry alligators to the biggest project one if Bitcoin loses first? No. That's like saying Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia, they got out because another one went first. No. Loved your video interview with Casper. Thank you very much, Maddie. Are you going to get some of the KRC20 meme coins? If so, I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet. I've really had no time. I don't know. I do hold Casper, so I'm pretty sure if there's a lot of traffic going on with meme coins on Casper, all of a sudden Casper will benefit and people will take profits into Casper, right? So holding Casper should be good enough for me. Paul, here's the man. If he can't make you rich, nobody can. William, thank you, man. XRP is going to the Finnish toilet. Thoughts on Pepe at the end of the cycle? I don't know about end of cycle, but it will go up and down. There's lots of profits to be made in between. An old magazine has a golden phoenix rising out of the ashes of the old financial system with the XLM stellar logo on the chest. Think it's a sign to buy XLM. I don't know. Out of the ashes I will rise was an ancient Greek saying. It was, we can get into the history of it some other time. I don't know if it's how old that magazine is, if XLM existed, or if it's coincidence. That's not how I invest. All right, thank you very much. I love all of you. Please like this video. I would really appreciate it. If you liked what you heard today, consider subscribing. Maybe watch a couple of videos first, see if they're, if I'm your style, if you like what I'm saying. I had a lot of fun. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.